Estus Flasks are the safety net of Dark Souls, the liquid courage that makes a brutal game seem survivable. Messed up a dodge? Estus. Got greedy? Estus. Got grabbed? Estus. Accidentally fell off a bridge? Okay, maybe not. Estus forgives mistakes and rewards patience, and most importantly, it allows you to recover from being an absolute idiot. So I removed it.
God, please, no!
No healing button, only passive or conditional healing through wearable items, and just to make things worse, I'm also banned from using the Sellsword Twin Blades. As always, I began by making the most handsome character possible, being sure to select the life ring as my keepsake. This ring gives me 7% more health, which is huge for a run like this. The Cemetery of Ash is pretty much unchanged and easy to get through, especially compared to my last run where I had nothing but a blunt stick that did no damage. Mate, it's so much better when you can do damage. Mate! Oh. Okay, after Witch Tree Branch, that is so much better. The real test begins at the High Wall of Lothric. Now I actually have to think about how I run through certain areas because fighting enemies almost always costs health. My only objective is to reach the next bonfire without losing too much health. Resting at bonfires is allowed, and this is my only real reset. Oh dear. Oh, why? The problem is, if enemies are still aggroed on me, I can't activate the bonfire, which means getting chased around the map, waiting for them to calm down. Thank you. Oh my god. Opening shortcuts suddenly became incredibly important. Each one I open means fewer enemies to run past. One unexpected benefit of this run is that I no longer care about Estus shards or Undead bone shards. I can now straight up just sprint through most sections. Before long, it was time for my first real test. Vort. It's just a charge and I'm worried about, to be honest. Oh, rocks hit me. Oh. What the hell are you doing? Okay. Are you gonna charge? Oh, mate. What? What the hell? That is stupid. What an outrageous start, man. The Undead settlement introduces some far more annoying enemies. Dogs, the prototype imps from Elden Ring, and cage spiders. No, that isn't it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's just enemy management. Before the next boss, I returned to the high wall and picked up the blue tearstone ring. If my health drops below 20%, it boosts my damage negation by 20% as well, which can be the difference between surviving a hit or dying. Oh, these NPCs, man. Oh, God, I didn't know we could do this. I've never seen that before in my entire life. The Curse-Rotted Greatwood itself isn't very dangerous. The real threat is the NPCs in the arena. Luckily, neither of these cause any problems. Oh, mate, beautiful. With the Transposing Kiln, I now get two important items. First is Pontiff's Left Eye, which restores health with successive hits. And from the Greatwood itself, I get the Hollow Slayer Greatsword, which deals bonus damage to hollow enemies. This will be perfect for the Deacons. Sage is nice and easy as long as I don't get obliterated by magic in phase 2, and was a minor obstacle on my way to the Cathedral. Oh, mate, beautiful. Next was the Cathedral of the Deep, which has a very painful running section. That is bad. That's very bad. Okay. My only goal was to reach the Cleansing Chapel shortcut so I'd never have to run it again. Oh, that
surprise,
was mother. Oh man. Oh Jesus. The Deacons are all hollow, so the Hollow Slayer Greatsword absolutely melts them. As long as I stopped the healing blue robe Deacons and avoided getting cursed, the fight was quick. Yes. The first real difficulty spike was the Abyss Watchers. A bad first phase means entering phase 2 with almost no health, which basically guarantees failure. So the key to phase 1 was no fighting.
No fighting!
Instead, I let the Watchers fight each other and only attacked when it was completely safe. Oh man, beautiful. The biggest problem in phase 1 was the resurrecting Watchers sneaking up behind me, so I constantly had to track where all 3 Watchers were. Oh, you finish it, you finish it. Yeah, nice. And this situation is exactly what I was trying to avoid. Starting phase 2 with almost no health. In phase 2, the Watcher's fire attacks kept clipping me for chip damage, which slowly drained my health. Yeah, okay. No, it's doable. The fire. Very annoying. Absolutely terrible. Eventually, the solution was staring me in the face. In my last run, I learned you can bait the Watcher into a flip attack, which leaves him completely open. And in this run, I can actually backstab. But the backflip tactic is there. So the plan was simple. Start phase 2 with enough health, bait the flip attack, and backstab him into oblivion. Mate, backflip's so good. Are we done? Mate, just wait for the backflip. It works every time. Next I headed into the catacombs of Carthus, where I was immediately hunted down by the most stubborn rat in existence. It chased me across a bridge and refused to rest until I was dead. God, stop. One stubborn rat would not leave me alone. Next I headed to the Smouldering Lake, where I killed Horus to progress Amory's questline, which rewards the Ring of the Evil Eye, a ring that restores health when I kill enemies. This will be incredibly useful later. After that I cleared Wolnir, killed Sulyvah's beast outside Irothel for another strong ring, and then fought the Old Demon King. The Old Demon King itself is pretty simple, but then something absolutely outrageous happened. There we go. I cannot move, I'm stuck. This is outrageous, I'm stuck in his... I'm alive. I'm stuck in his... What the hell? I got stuck inside of his weapon? What? That's outrageous. I've never ever seen that happen, ever. Imagine being on like a deathless run or a hitless run. That happens. What? Oh, what the hell, Miyazaki? I cannot... As if I've died to Demon King because of a glitch, man. You can damage you in this state, then. That is crazy that that's happened, man. Wow. Thank you, Dark Souls. Now, up to this point, the run had been manageable. But next was a boss I have a major skill issue with. Pontiff Sulyvahn. This is where things started to get ugly. Well, that was terrible. At first, I tried parrying, which is very out of character for me, and it went terribly. Yeah, I deserve that. I mean, the parry timing was completely off. It's so bad. I'm just not a parrier at all, so maybe we should just, like, forget about it. He's absolutely... Oh, God. He pulled out the retard move. This is going terribly. Weapon... Oh, what? Oh, my God, man. We're going to be here a while. Doing it in one health bar is such a big ask, man. I found that dodging was far more consistent, but in phase 2, his clone tormented me relentlessly. And without Estus, this was a huge problem. I was completely stuck here. Oh! 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 Well, that's going to hit me. I didn't know you could cover that much distance that quickly. See, look, I'm dead. Okay, never mind. Okay. It persists. The hitbox persists. In an effort to solve the problem, I made 2 changes. First, I committed to learning the parry timing. Oh, mate. This is good. Oh, mate, this is really good. Second, I used gold pine resin during the transition, so I could kill the clone almost instantly. Once the clone was gone, and now that I understood the parry windows, the fight became much more manageable. Oh my God. How easy was that with a parry? I should have just went with that the whole time. I should have just went with a parry from the start. That's so much easier. That is so much easier. Oh my God. What the hell, man? That is ridiculous. Next came the Irrefilled dungeon. If the jailers make eye contact with you, they rapidly drain your maximum health, and without Estus, that is basically a death sentence. So I had to avoid them at all costs and reach the next bonfire quickly. Eventually I reached the Profane Capital, and all I needed to do was grab the Stormruler and deal with Yhorm as fast as possible and move on to Aldrich. Outside Aldrich's arena is a deeper cursive that drops another excellent ring for this run, Aldrich's Ruby. This ring restores health whenever I land a critical attack. My first attempt at Aldrich immediately revealed a few problems. His tracking magic orbs absolutely obliterated my health bar, and I realised something else. Pontiff's left eye barely heals anything at this stage of the game. I needed to rethink my setup here, so I took a detour to the hidden water reserve and killed Sulyvahns beast for the Ring of Favour, which statistically is far better for this run. Now it's time to adjust my strategy. Aldrich's biggest threat is his magic and arrow attacks. To avoid those, I stayed mid-distance, baiting his slow melee attacks instead. If orbs were summoned, I used the column strategically to block them. If Aldrich teleported away, I ran to the opposite side of the arena, judging where he'd spawn to ensure I was never too far away from him at any given point. This kept his most dangerous attacks to a minimum. This is actually working very well. Wow. Wow. The mid-distance tactic is real. With Aldrich dead, the run had reached the end game, and the bosses from here on out hit much harder. Before fighting the Dancer, I grabbed two important items: the Sun Princess ring from Anor Londo and the Ethereal Oak Shield from the first DLC. Together, they give passive health regeneration, which is incredibly valuable when I can't heal. And with that, it was time to face the Dancer. Immediately I realised the range of her swords was a huge problem, and she hits extremely hard. Oh god. I kept losing health I simply could not afford to. Oh, another frustrating problem, which was completely my own fault, the grab attack. Oh sh. Well, that was terrible from me. During good attempts, I'd get complacent and the grab would just delete over half of my health bar. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yep. See, if I hadn't have got grabbed, I could have had a chance at winning there, but I'm an idiot. Ow, ow. Oh, that's rough. Around this point as well, I realised something else. The blue Tearstone ring was basically useless now. The problem with blue Tearstone as well at the moment is I feel like whenever I am below 20%, most of the things I'm going to get hit by will probably kill me at that point. So I swapped it for the Pontiff's right eye to end fights faster. Over time, I was getting more and more confident with dealing with the Dancer, and I got painfully close with each attempt. No! Oh, I was a hit away. Oh, God. I got that close again. I need to focus more on dodging, because I'm being greedy and trying to hit in windows where I don't know what the attacks actually are. So I cannot guarantee my own safety. Like, I'm just being stupid, man. Cover stamina. What? Okay, I've never seen that. I'm usually closer, so I don't usually see stuff like that. Okay, door, nice. Oh, that's painful. After this came an absolute onslaught of bosses. One after another, we have the Dragonslayer Armour, Oceiros, and Champion Gundyr. Before tackling them, I prepared as much as possible. I grabbed the Xanthus Ashes for unlimited gold pine resin, and the Paladin's Ashes to unlock Lord's Shield Ring, which reduces the damage I take when my health is full. Dragonslayer is weak to magic, so I use pale pine resin to give myself the edge. Whoa. Hey, look at that, man. Ow. Second phase. Need one more hit. Done. Oh my god. Okay, Oceiros time. Next was Oceiros. Phase 2 is extremely dangerous and I have a bad record for this part of the fight. And I knew this would easily be the deadliest part of these 3 fights. Phase 2 of this fight can be very, very annoying and unpredictable. So we're going to see. If I get lucky... Just want to stay away from this ice.
Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid. You are born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear? Now.
I don't know if this is going to hurt me, but... This is where it can get really overwhelming. He's just tail spinning non-stop. Bro! Non-stop tail spins? I probably could have staggered him there. I mean, riposted him. Follow. This is going to be close. So he logs to do that. Oh, that's exactly what I needed, man. Oh, beautiful. I needed that stagger so badly. Right, another difficult fight next. Next was one of the most aggressive bosses in the entire game, Champion Gundyr. To win, I had to match his aggression and never let him breathe. That was lucky. Oh! Okay. I'm out of stamina. God, I'm rinsing through these guys fast. He's going to kill me. That was extraordinarily lucky. Stamina. Wow. Okay. 3 for 3. This has gone so much better than expected. Jesus. After somehow surviving that, I headed to Archdragon Peak to deal with the ancient Wyvern. I'd have to manage my health and avoid taking too much damage as I run around the arena, which didn't go well at all. Oh my god. Wow, that was close. The drop! The drop killed me. Oh my god. That is so funny. The drop killed me. I had a feeling that might happen as well. I was like, is that enough health? Kill him! Done. I grabbed the Ring of Steel Protection, which reduces the physical damage I take by 10%, and then returned to Lothric Castle. The Grand Archives were an absolute nightmare. After getting battered by enemies and flying off a balcony, I eventually made it to the top and it opened the shortcut to the Twin Princes. Because of the Wyvern and the balcony debacles, I now wasn't embered, and this meant I had 30% less health going into this fight. Not ideal. Where are you? It's all stamina management, baby. Oh, it's fine. Ow. That hurt. Okay, easy enough. It's this that's a real problem. Just aim for Lovric. Ouch. Close. Greed. Probably could have finished him there, you know. No way. That was close. Such a massive window for when he gets back up on his shoulders. You got the window when he revives him, and then when he actually climbs back on. That's so generous. That is so generous. Here we find ourselves at the summit of the base game, and the next two bosses will be the hardest yet. I always like leaving Soul of Cinder for last, so first I'll return to Archdragon Peak to face the Nameless King. The King of the Storm, ironically, is weak to lightning, so Gold Pine Resin will be my best friend here. The plan in this phase is to relentlessly target the Wyvern's head with the goal of getting a stagger. The riposte you get from this demolishes the majority of its health bar, clearing the path to the real fight. Now, Nameless King himself is weak to fire, so I'll switch to Charcoal Pine Resin. Aggression really helps in this fight, but Nameless King's delayed attacks make greed incredibly dangerous and likely. My bad. I 100% deserve all of that. I deserve that. Very bad dodging there. The biggest problem was the third swing in his combos, and combined with greed, this created the perfect storm. I kept assuming he wouldn't throw it, blindly giving into my own greed, and he punished me almost every time. Third swing keeps catching me, because I keep forgetting about it. My fault. I need to get used to these punishes. Nameless hits absurdly hard, and each swing I ate with my face was a genuine brush with death. Keep falling for it. Yeah, I deserve it. Deserve it, man. Stop being greedy! He might be close to another stag, you know. I panicked. I was thinking too much about stagger. It's all greed. All of my deaths are greed. To put a stop to this, I forced myself to assume that there would always be a third swing, and once I started respecting the third swing rule, things improved quickly, with the amount of times I traded with Nameless dramatically reducing. A lot of my attempts were now going right down to the wire. At that point, the only thing holding me back was dodge timing. With a bit more persistence and practice, we had this. That's such a fast attack. And he has a slow version. I've won. Yeah. Ow. Wow, I got hit by the electricity. See, that was nice and clean. Much less greed. It's probably the hardest boss of the base game. Done, thank God. It's time for the final fight of the base game. Soul of Cinder on a run like this is no joke, and phase 1 is an absolute nightmare. Cinder has 4 movesets and he can switch between them whenever he wants, unpredictably changing the landscape of the fight. The straight sword phase is manageable, and the staff phase is even better because it's much more vulnerable, but the cleric and pyromancer phases were a complete disaster for me. This is where it gets annoying. Yep. Those were the ones that kept depleting my health. Now, taking damage wouldn't be a big deal if this was a 1-phase fight, but it isn't. I still had an entire second phase to survive. Ow. Stop kicking. So rude, bro. That was poor. He's going to kill me, I think. Okay, fine. Yeah, I need to clean a phase 1. The story was always the same. Cinder's clerical pyromancer phases would slowly chip away at my health, leaving me with nowhere near enough to survive phase 2. Ah, I hate this moveset as well. It gets so annoying. Bro, you're so annoying, man. Ay, ay, ay. And when I did finally get the moveset I wanted, I'd throw the fight by doing something stupid like getting grabbed. Okay, why? Why have I let myself get grabbed? I just got destroyed. At one point I even regressed and started dying in phase 1 again, and that's when I realised something painfully obvious. If Cinder switched to being a pyromancer or cleric, I didn't actually have to fight him. I could just run away. Not great, is it? I might just stay away from him. Run! Run! It is slightly better, it looks like. After a short time, he'll just switch movesets again, so I could simply wait until he pulled out the staff or the straight sword, passively regenerating health at the same time. Then, just resume the fight as normal. Ow, ow, ow. Here we go. That was a lot nicer. Now phase 2 is actually easier than phase 1, and because some of Cinder's attacks force you to run away, you get some more brief windows where you're able to passively regenerate health. What this means is that there is some room for error in second phase, and it can get away with 1 or 2 stupid mistakes. We now had everything we needed to beat Cinder. Now all I had to do was actually pull it off. I'm very lucky that didn't hit me. Oh, you... You jammy. Just spam grab. And then got grab off on me that way. It's just a bit bloody rude, bro. Oh, why are you doing it there? So annoying. I am passively recovering though, which is good. Come on in. Don't kick me. Or grab me. I might have this. One more. Oh yeah, that's it. Nice. So basically first phase you stay away from the pyromancer phase and it just sorts it. Very nice. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want to see future challenge runs, be sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitch, where you can see these playthroughs unfold live. Okay, so that's the base game done, man. Good. That was harder than I expected it to be, admittedly.